morning, Braves. This is the Manalapan High School Bravecast, your weekly news program showcasing everything Manalapan High School. And now, here are your news anchors.
Good morning, Manalapan High School. Today is Friday, January 3rd. I'm Kira Sullivan.
And I'm Jamie Gazinski. Welcome to the first episode of the Bravecast in 2025.
As we step into 2025, this is a time to reflect on where we've been and focus on where we're headed.
A new year brings new opportunities, and together we can continue to strive for success in all areas of our school community.
With that in mind, let's start this year off strong. And now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Jamie, Jenny, and I.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
We hope everyone had a great winter break.
We are excited for what 2025 has to bring.
And now, I have the chance to interview staff and students about how they plan to spread respect in the new year. Welcome back, Braves. As we return from winter break and move through the second half of our school year, it is important we continue building on the program we have all made with spreading a culture of respect. Can you tell me one way you are going to help build our culture of respect here at Manalapan?
I am going to make sure that in my classroom, my students are continually nice to each other. It's such a small thing that they can do, but just not putting one another down and only speaking positive thoughts. And the kindness goes hand in hand with respect. So just embracing kindness in the new year.
I want to learn how to build more connections and learn how to be with more people. If there's 1,700 people in this school, I would like to, get a chance to talk to everybody.
Showing up to the school events, going to the hockey team's games and going to the drama club's upcoming musical this year, which is Matilda, and just being respectful to those who are just putting in a lot of effort around us.
There you have it, Braves. Let's start this year off strong, spreading positivity and respect here at Manalapan. This has been Kira Sullivan. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Kira. Sounds like we're continuing to build on our culture of respect in 2025. Seniors, FAFSA is now open and available to qualify for financial aid. You should complete your FAFSA with a parent or guardian, as it's not a graduation requirement. Reach out to your school counselor with any questions. Also for seniors, if you signed up for the Seal of Biliteracy exam on Friday, January 10th, please make sure you pay for the exam through PaySchools on your parent portal account. On the day of the exam, bring your fully charged Chromebook with your headphones. Email Dr. Norridge with any questions. Juniors, NJGPA testing will take place the week of March 10th. Tutoring will be available after school in the Media Center every Tuesday for math and Wednesday for English. This test is a graduation requirement. And now, Bravecast anchor Arwen Rivera had the chance to visit Brookdale Community College for this year's Business Team Challenge. Let's take a look.
Braves, Arwen Rivera here at Brookdale Community College for the annual FRHSD District Business Team Challenge. Let's go check in on our participants. What have you learned from this experience?
I think it's all about just trial and error, seeing what works out best. Even applications to colleges, it's all about trial and error. You got to see what works best for you, what fits best for you, and I think that's great advice.
I really think I've learned to look at different approaches through something. It's helped me kind of just form a greater understanding about stuff around me, how to look at it from different ways, form a greater opinion about the topics.
What did you do to prepare for this challenge?
We didn't want to do a straightforward presentation. We wanted to do something a little bit more interesting, like a game of Family Feud. And in order to do that, it required a couple of things. We needed a podium, some buzzers, a speaker to play music on. So we wanted our presentation to essentially be unique, so we would stick out.
And this is exactly how we were able to stick out like a sore thumb, just like Shakar said. We wanted to be a person that was a team that had a whole bunch of different approaches, and that's why we came through with a Family Feud inspiration.
What's been your favorite part of today?
Just presenting in front of everyone and presenting with my peers and just seeing our hard work come to life.
My favorite part is watching all what the other schools have made. It kind of compares us, and we can learn for years to come like we've had, and for the younger kids to learn for next year.
Why do you feel it's important that you get to bring a group of students to compete in the business challenge every year?
It's a really good experience for these kids. A lot of these kids want to do business, some don't want to do business, but it's an opportunity for them to really dive into life skills, problem solving skills, and maybe give them an opportunity to take something from this experience and guide them down a path of business. And the ultimate experience here is something they'll take with them for the rest of their lives.
Well, there you have it, Braves. All of this year's participants in the Business Team Challenge did a great job. It is amazing to see how much hard work went into making today possible. This has been Arwen Rivera. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Great job to all of our Braves who participated in this business team challenge. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Arwen. Braves, the Read and Recycle Club is hosting a book drive until January 31st. There will be boxes placed around the school where you can donate your used or new books.
They will be donating the books to the Middlesex and Essex County Juvenile Detention Center. Reach out to Ms. Diaz with any questions.
Underclassmen, class selection courses starting soon. Your teachers will begin informing you on which academic courses you will be recommended for.
Continue to keep your grades up in your courses and ask your teachers and school counselor which courses you will be most successful in for next year.
And now Braves, Evan Zaretsky and Steven Russo had the chance to film the weekly Bravecast Sports Report.
Steven Russo joined by Evan Zaretsky, and this is your Manalapan Sport Report. Before we get into the report, Evan, everyone's dying to know, how was the Evan Zaretsky long break?
No complaints. New Year's Eve was phenomenal. Witnessed the Dylan Harper triple-double. Triple-double, Steven.
Well, what was this, Rutgers basketball? Boys basketball, Manalapan, started off a hot 3-1. A big part of that, the star of the show, Aiden Sosanoff. The kids went on an absolute heater to start the year.
Sosanoff is a menace, and I don't use that term lightly, Steven. 29.5 points, 13 boards in the first 4 games. We saw he had a little bit of a drop-off last game against Mid-South, 14 points, but his first 3 games, over 30 points for each. Sosanoff is 4th right now in state points. Definitely something to keep an eye on. He's looking to march his way to first, but it isn't just Sosanoff, Steven. It's the whole team producing. We talked about this earlier. This is a very young team. 3 of the 5 starters are juniors, sophomores, or freshmen, and that is something the coaches love to see. It gives you future. It gives you some sort of sense of, oh, like we're going to be fine over the next few years. Because you have Dina Villa as a junior dropping, has 50 so far in the season.
It's a coach's dream, Evan, to have a bunch of younger guys. You know what that means? It means more success for more years down the road.
And let's see if they can have that success today. They'll host Wall at 5:30. Steven, this is a big game for Manalapan.
Yeah, it's a little interesting nugget. Last year, Manalapan embarrassed Wall, blew them out by 36. Wall seems to be a little better this year, so I'll be interested if they come in with a little more animosity, looking to prove themselves, because they got embarrassed. They're right or wrong from last year for Wall, so Manalapan needs to stay on their toes tonight.
And you spoke about how Wall does have a better record than last year, so it is something to keep an eye on. It's not going to be a blowout. You know, Wall, they're coming into this game with a chip on their shoulder. I have to imagine getting embarrassed like that last year. So definitely a game to keep an eye out tonight. Stay tuned for that. Moving over to girls wrestling and sport, we need to start covering more because apparently we have 2 first-place winners a few weeks ago in the Ramazoa tournament. Sophie Babinow placed first place and Eva Miola placed first place. But I heard on the boys' side, Steven, there was some success.
Yeah, the Walter Woods tournament, Gage Grant finished first. Great for the junior. And we'll see you guys next week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Manalapan Minute. I'm Kara Sullivan, and before we let you go, we would like to report our weekend weather. Starting with today, we're looking at a high of 39 degrees, partly cloudy with gusty winds. Moving on to Saturday, we will see mostly cloudy weather with a high of 33 degrees. Sunday, you can expect sunny weather with a high of 36 degrees, and on Monday, we have a 60% chance to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. That's your weekend forecast, Manalapan. It's a G-Day, so make the most of it. Have an awesome weekend, Braves, and we'll catch you next week on your Manalapan Bravecast.